don't mind my hair. I haven't posted a video on here for a long time. So, not even for sure what I talked about last video. Let's see, November 2018, I was taking up prednisone because the sarcoidosis disease in my lungs went into remission. And I also found out I have Barrett's esophagus because I couldn't keep food or fluids down for 3 years. And my regular doctor I had at the time and my pulmonary specialist were just so happy that I was losing weight. They're like, well, your body will still keep some of the nutrition. It doesn't get rid of everything. And if I would have listened to myself and not them, I wouldn't have Barrett's esophagus. I couldn't keep food or fluids down for 3 years. Ended up finally just going to a gastrologist after every time I would take a bite, tiny bite, and the food hit my stomach. I'd have to make it as fast as I could. And sarcoidosis, you can't move that fast to get sick in the bathroom. And it was so often, anytime I ate, tried to eat, drank anything, water, juice, pop, whatever. And I just started crying. And I knew I had to do something. So I went and seen the gastrologist. And first time he met me, he was rude. But most people are when they see us. They don't realize us being obese is due because of our illness and medication. And he kept saying that if I would push my fat away from the table, fat self away from the table, I wouldn't have that problem keeping food down. And me and my abusive ex kept explaining to him my weight's because of prednisone. I take a bite of food and I'm having to rush to the bathroom as much as I can, and even drinking. And so he put me on a pill to help keep food and fluids down, and it helped. I was finally able to eat a couple bites of food, just a couple bites every day. The only fluid I could keep down for a while was Gatorade. And he had to do stomach surgery in 2019 and seen that I had Barrett's esophagus and looked at my stomach and apologized for how he was. And I told him, I said, I forgave him, because not all doctors have bedside manners, what they call it, and know how to talk to us patients. Some don't even listen to us. And something told me that he was an amazing surgeon and a doctor. Just stick with him. And I told him that. And he even found liver. Like, I had fatty liver. And he had me go to other medical buildings to have MRIs done, have tests done, ultrasounds done, trying to figure out what's going on. And he couldn't. He's like, you don't drink, so I don't know what's going on with your liver. But my gallbladder was filled with stones. So he decided to send me to a surgeon to get that removed. And he had me ask the surgeon to do a biopsy of my liver. And at first he didn't want to, because he figured my fatty liver was because of prednisone. I was on prednisone for many years. But he decided to, which I'm thankful he did, because then we found out I have sarcoidosis in my liver. I have it in my eyes, my liver, and it went in remission in my lungs. Even though there are days I still have trouble breathing. And if I get overheated too, I'm struggling to breathe. And the colder the better. So I had a lot of surgeries done, and when he did the surgery to remove my gallbladder, he also found a hernia doing the exam, so he had to fix that, do the biopsy of my liver, and I went home the same day. And I mostly just slept because they can't give me pain meds because certain pain meds can kill us with sarcoidosis. So I slept most of the time. My mom was going to stay with me, but she was afraid she left something on in her house, so she left, which was fine because I just, like I said, slept. Didn't want to eat or anything. And let's see, so every 3 years I have to go in and get the Barrett's esophagus checked so it doesn't turn into cancer. He also checks my stomach. Fast forward a little bit, I ended up getting COVID last year on my birthday of all days. And a flu, cold can take us out. COVID was supposed to kill me. Thankfully it didn't. I didn't get vaccinated, and I seem to be doing a lot better than my healthy friends that got vaccinated. I fought a little bit better than them. I kept getting worse, was coughing up blood, but that's normal when I get a cold. And I remember the news saying something that COVID thrives on the cold. So I kept my place as warm as I could and still breathe, and ended up beating it. Took a little over 14 days, but not by much. By the 13th day, I sort of noticed I was getting a little bit better. Thankfully, my daughter, my oldest, was sending food and stuff for my birthday because I didn't feel like cooking. I was so drained and in so much pain. That pain was worse than the sarcoidosis pain. Well, then I went, having COVID or coming down with it, and I didn't realize that's what I was battling. I went to my gastrologist, and he did lab work for my regular doctor that I had, and just told me that my thyroid was really bad because I wasn't taking my thyroid medication because I just felt really off, and I didn't end up taking it until I got better from COVID because my focus was just on that. And I just wanted to sleep, and I was taking a lot of baths, just so much pain. And my regular doctor didn't tell me anything. He just asked, did my gastrologist tell me anything? And I'm like, no, he just said that my thyroid was off and I need to talk to you about it. He's like, huh. Well, I went on to patient portal, and I hate going on there. It stresses me out seeing that my kidney function dropped. And he didn't tell me. He wanted to wait to see me for 4 months. Well, I ended up, that doctor, first time he didn't listen to me, I was 23, and actually had to have a heart surgery. He wasn't listening to me again, wasn't telling me things as well. So I ended up getting a different doctor. And I got a different doctor within a month, if less. And my kidney function went from 90 to 77. It dropped fast. And she was honest with me. And then she also sent me to imaging and checked my bones and osteoporosis. This was all found 2022 because I was on prednisone a lot. And I know sarcoidosis can mimic other things, so I don't know if it's sarcoidosis in my bones and they think it's osteoporosis or if it's actually osteoporosis, but she says it's osteoporosis. And then found out when I went to the eye doctor also last year, I believe it was August or October 2022, he found out I have cataracts in my eyes. And he says the damaging is going faster with the cataracts than the sarcoidosis. Sarcoidosis is actually damaging my eyes slower than the cataracts. If it would have been the other way around, I wouldn't even think about surgery because you can't do anything to fix sarcoidosis. You're going to be blind. You're going to, there's nothing they can do. But since the cataracts is destroy my eyes faster, when I need surgery, I'll do it. So that was just a rough year. My doctor apologized for finding more stuff wrong with me. And I told her, I said, I'd rather know than not know. I don't. If a doctor is keeping stuff from you, how are you gonna fix it? If they're not honest with you, how are you gonna fix it or try to make it where it doesn't get worse? Nobody was telling me what I couldn't eat for my kidneys. I was scared to eat, and I was working out trying to lose weight, and you can't do that. You can put your body in shock. So my family members got a hold of my other sister, and that sister I don't talk to because she was one of them that kept trying to get me to commit suicide when I first got diagnosed with sarcoidosis. Her, my other sister, and my oldest niece every day harassing me, trying to get me to commit suicide. But my 2 older sisters got a hold of her, and she got a hold of me and told me what I can and can't have. Because a lot of doctors, there are good ones. They really are. The one I have is really good. But there are some doctors that won't tell you, because the sicker you are, the more they get paid. It's sad, but that's how it is. And even when I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis of my liver, nobody was telling me what I could and couldn't have, what to cut out, because your liver is your only organ that can heal itself. The only one. And I started doing research on my own after I found out my kidneys dropped about my liver. I started researching what I could and couldn't have and starting to get my liver healthier. My doctor checks my kidneys, my thyroid, and my liver. It was every 2 months. And before that was even sooner. I think it was like every 2 weeks, somewhere around there, or every week. And then it went from that to every month, to every 2 months, to now every 3 months. And thankfully to my sister, I've been watching what I eat for my kidneys and doing the same thing for my liver. My son checks my eyes daily, because yellow is your liver. If your eyes turn, the white and them turn yellow, and if they're cloudy, like if you leave milk out at night, like how cloudy it would get, that's kidneys. That's not good. And if it's cloudy and yellow, that's your kidneys and liver. And I'm trying to get my health better as much as I can. There's no cure for sarcoidosis. A lot of people, you find out who your true family and friends are terminally ill. A lot of my family tells other people I'm lying about being sick, laugh about how sick I am, and say I'm a hypochondriac because how many doctors I see, specialists I see, and lab work I get done. And you can't see doctors or specialists unless something's wrong. You can't go and just be like, oh, I want lab work today. They have to request it. Sorry, that's my son visiting in the background. He has his headset on. So, yeah. It's just sad how some people are. And you can't fake sarcoidosis. They actually have to do a biopsy versus CAT scans, MRIs. And then after that, they if they find something, they will end up doing an MRI, or a biopsy, but they'll schedule you with a specialist. And then it gets sent to lab, and it takes about a week for you to figure out what the results are. And nobody wants to hear sarcoidosis. Nobody wants it. It's an incurable terminal illness. And we deal with it daily. Some days are worse than others, where we're extremely exhausted and in a lot of pain. Some days we can't do anything, get out of bed. Taking a bath or shower is even a chore for us. But that is what's going on with me, and I haven't posted for a while. So just trying to get my health as better as I can. I can do what I can. The rest is in God's hands. Much love. Bye.